Hi, and welcome to Jan's Views on Crime. Jay Slater again. And we're going to be talking about the Channel 4 documentary, which is coming, I think, next week. So, I found out about this by watching our Dunks. So, yeah, of course, Duncan's going to have something to say about it. So, let's just watch a little bit of Duncan now.
This documentary, I get the feeling, just from the few snippets that have been released and the comments underneath what has been released so far, I don't get the feeling this docudrama thing is going to go the way the accident group assume, nor how Debbie Duncan assumes, nor how Candor Production assumes. Just taking a kind of personal poll of reaction to what has been put out there already, there's a whole slew of negative comments, and it does seem to me that the general public, who are still somewhat engaged in this topic, are really not up for yet another lecture, it seems, from the authorities on how people online must shut up and toe the line. I don't think this is going to go very well at all. We'll see what happens, but I want to look into that as a separate subject. My first gut reaction, and I was a little surprised because I was thinking, here we go, we're going to get all of those hand-wringing, let the family grieve types, and that's not what I saw at all. I saw a lot of accusations against Debbie Duncan, saying she's not playing straight here. And when we get into that whole Snapchat thing, it is dodgy beyond belief, especially given what happened in Inquest Part 1.
So, what do you think? What do you think, guys? Is Duncan right? Do you think it's going to make Debbie look bad?
It's just a nightmare. It's just an absolute living nightmare. It's like a dream. It's like it's not happening. It really is.
I'm going to stop there. I'm going to unpack that little bit. It's like a dream. It's like a nightmare. Sorry, but I would never say it's not a dream. If somebody says it's a dream, it's like, oh God, it would be a dream to go to Disney World. Or it would be a dream to go to the Maldives for Christmas, like my son is doing. Anyway, getting a bit personal there, but anyway, you get what I'm saying, all right? So her saying it's a dream, and also, where are the tears, guys? Where are the tears?
It really is. I don't wish this on anybody. I just want my baby back.
What is interesting here is when Debbie was interviewed about that whole last snap that was in the ether floating around somewhere, Scoobs has debunked that pretty darn well. When that interview happened, that was at the same time when frauds like Ivor Lovelace were out there saying, well, maybe he turned his phone on, and further on down the ravine, it just clicked on for a second or two and it pinged. No, Sluggy, it never did. This is the point. D.C.I. Higson stated, Inquest Part 1, that phone died at 8:51 a.m. And when a phone dies, that battery is dead. You cannot write a Snapchat message. It did not come back on, Sluggy. And that snap that Debbie Duncan is claiming was written was not written. It couldn't have been. Because D.C.I. Higson, the professional that you have so much faith in, told us that. The phone, mid-conversation, end of conversation with Lucy, 8:51 a.m., died. So either Sluggy, D.C.I. Higson, is now telling lies and did a completely amateurish forensic job on that phone, or Debbie is telling lies. I'm going to get into this because this is just one example. We've already, from the snippets, from the little bits and pieces released by Channel 4 to get us enticed and interested, already from the snippets, we can see lie after lie after lie, contradiction after contradiction after contradiction, and this will build up. To the point where when this docudrama actually airs, you're going to find Slugster, you're going to find a whole load of opposition that will be calling you out. You'll see. I can feel it. This is one of those that ain't going to work out how the elite thought it would work out. There are too many people online these days that can figure things out, and it doesn't tally with what officialdom is trying to ram down our throats.
So after watching that video, I thought, I've got to find this clip. I've got to find these clips about the documentary, and I couldn't find them anywhere. And then I came across this on YouTube.
When we signed into Jay's Snapchat, there was an unsent message from Jay to Brad. So the message were obviously just flying around, and then the message sent to Brad, which obviously gave Brad a fright, because he messaged me straight away, "Are you on Jay's phone?" I said, "Yeah, we've just signed into his Snapchat." He said, "I've just got a message that's just come through from Jay." What was the last message he sent? He said, "Listen, I'm not going to make it." It's kind of like, I think, well, he knew he just weren't going to make it.
Listen, I've always said the way she reacted, the way she reacts, it just seems strange to me. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I just watched too much true crime. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought in order to put this video together, let me go looking. Let me go to, the first place I went to was our friends over in here. You know, the Manchester Evening News? Remember them? Yeah, I remember them. I remember they sent some young whippersnapper over to Tenerife, and he did well, did he tell us anything? No. All he did was keep going on and on and on about how bad the terrain was. That's it. It was in the middle of nowhere. So friends started sharing appeals, and very, very quickly, within a couple of hours, it gained a lot of traction. Online social media, thousands and thousands of shares, but we were the first to break it. This guy, I don't know how much he gets paid as a reporter, but I want you to notice how many times he says that we were the first people to break it. So yeah, I've spoken too much about him on his jolly, so yeah. But I thought, do you know what's a good thing to do is to have a look and see what they're now saying. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this, guys? All right, so it says a search for Jay revealed he had vanished after being driven about 22 miles into the mountains to an Airbnb with two men he had met on the holiday. Okay, we know that's wrong. We know that's wrong already. But anyway, carry on. He fell around 80 feet to his death in a treacherous ravine while trying to walk back to his accommodation in Los Cristianos. Yeah, all right, Manchester Evening News. All right, so it says, during one moment... Now, what they're talking about, they're talking about the documentary? So, okay, during one moment, Jay's mum, Debbie Duncan, recalled finding an unsent message when she logged into her son's Snapchat account. The Mirror reports. Okay, do we believe the Mirror? Do we? All right. So, here we are with the Daily Mirror. Actually, you don't call it a Daily Mirror. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here we are with the Mirror, okay? Now, it says, last Jay SLATER CCTV before he went missing, finally released, raising more questions. Oh, really? Oh, all right then. I'm not going to play it because it's going to bugger up my video. So, and I've already played it for you. Okay, it's basically him coming out of Papagayo, him trying to get back into Papagayo, and that's it. So anyway, let's see. The film will aim to clear up the mystery around his death and put an end to social media theories and claims. Will it, Daily Mirror? I wonder. Oh, I'm sorry about all these awful pictures that are coming up. Yeah, we know he went missing and everything within hours. He was, there's all that. You can read this if you want to stop. You can read this. Okay, I was hoping it was just going to play it anyway, but it's not going to, is it? So they've actually done a timeline here that we know is all wrong. It says at 11:55 Jay is seen at Papagayo nightclub, and then there is CCTV of him leaving at 1:01 a.m. At 1:12 he is refused re-entry into the club and can be seen at the entrance. A doorman appears to be pointing into the distance to show Jay something. What would the doorman be showing Jay? Yeah, there are many questions to be answered here. Alright, sorry if I sound facetious, but we've been talking about this for so long, and we all know that all this is rubbish, don't we, guys? That's why I sound facetious. So that was at 1:12, and then at 2:40 he sends a message telling friends, can't get in Papagayo, they got marker on me. So for an hour and a half, basically, he's tried to get back in. Are we meant to assume that? I don't know, because that's a long gap, isn't it? If he was refused then, and then he didn't send the message for an hour and a half, that's weird. In my eyes, that's weird. So then he was spotted inside Tramps nightclub at 3:07. Alright. So anyway, Pal, good old Lucy, replies at 2:48, I've just said I'll come out and get you if you come home. Then, a minute later, Jay replies, doesn't matter, it's okay, I'm on a mission. Oh, what mission was he on, guys? I know. And then, 10 minutes later, he's spotted at Tramps. Is that him? Remember, they all look the same. They all the guys look very, very similar. And let's go back over the timeline again. Okay? So, at 2:40, alright, an hour and a half after he's been refused entry, he's messaged Lucy, and then 10 minutes later he's in this club. So I still don't understand what happened in the hour and a half. Interesting. He then left his club and later that morning died. Okay. Alright. I love the way they're just skipping over all the drugs and everything. I just don't you love that? This is me being sarcastic. I'm British. That's what we do. So he can be seen at the Tramps nightclub at 3:10. This is the last CCTV sighting of Jay. I thought they said that the last sighting was when he was trying to get back into the club. Okay, so here we've got a picture. Alright, we've got a picture of Jay saying, can't get in Papagayo, they got a marker on me. Shall we view their 3 pictures? And if they bugger up my blooming video, I'm not going to be happy. Let's have a look. So that's number 1. Alright, let's go back. There, that's him, supposedly. Is that him with the thing over his neck? You'd have to check out Mama D, because she's already gone over all of this on 1111 True Crime. And then we've got that one. Yeah, the bouncer's saying to him, no, you're not coming in, mate. You're too drunk. Or you're too drugged up. And as it says, 1 o'clock in the morning. So 2 hours later, he's back. Okay, this is going to be so interesting. Oh, look at him there. He's only young there. He was only young when he died, wasn't he? But yeah, so okay. Here it says Jay Slater heard slipping on rocks in chilling final moments before death. But don't you remember how I've already said this in this video, but we mustn't forget how his bestie Brad thought it was highly amusing, and he was in good spirits when he was slipping on the rocks. So yeah, we have to remember that, and I think that's all they have given us.
Because you could hear, like, when you walk on gravel or whatever it is, you can, you know what I mean, it's storms.
Were you concerned at that point?
And not at the time, no, because we were both, like, laughing about it. I think he said, look where I am, like, I just come out of a festival myself.
Right. So anyway, we've now got these very poignant pictures to look at. Should we have a look? Let's say view 3. Oh yeah, there's a big picture. There's a big picture of Debbie Duncan in all her sorrow with a full face of makeup, guys. Can you see? I hope you can see that from where you are. Yeah, a completely full face of makeup. Yeah, holding a ginormous picture of her son. Yeah, all right, Debbie. That's number 2. So what was number 1? Number 1 was this picture that we've all seen 1,000 times of Jay. So, yeah, so we've got that one. It looks like, okay, I go out a lot. Okay, I go, can't help it. It's just the way we do things in my family. She is in a hotel. That is a hotel. Look at the carpet. Yeah, look at the windows. Yeah, she's in the refectory, maybe on the, what's the name of that? Anyway, it doesn't matter. She's in a hotel. All right, so she's gone there specifically to show her grief for her son. I don't think she's doing a very good job, guys. What do you think? I'm telling you. Listen, I always go on about being a mother, but I'm telling you, if that had happened to my son, would I agree to go to this hotel or this restaurant dressed to the nines, have a big face full of makeup, slap on the old makeup, have my nails done, have a nice bit of jewellery on show? Would I, and hold a big picture of my son? Would I do that? Sorry to be sceptical. But yeah. Oh, and the answer is no. Never in a million years. So let's move on to the next picture. Oh, and the next picture is this is meant to be the final thing, the final message that Jay sent. Who did he send it to? Anyway, is that the one that he's meant to have sent to Snapchat? And also, I think, what was he saying? Listen, I'm not going to make it. What? I'm not going to make it back to the hotel tonight. I'm not going to make it to give, the DRUGSs to whoever I'm meant to be. What? This means nothing. To me, it means nothing. But anyway, so let's come out of there. So let's get back to this. So she says, so it says, I wonder who wrote this. I wonder if it's old Blondie who went off on the jolly. Anyway, so it says, after finally receiving Jay's phone, yeah, because she didn't get the phone for weeks and weeks, did she? Anyway, Debbie found a devastating unsent message to his friend. So, okay, so that message was sent from Jay to Brad. Okay, what was the message before, though? Why have we only got that? Why are we not shown the whole message? The whole sort of to and fro in. So the message was obviously just flying around, and then the message sent to Brad, which obviously gave Brad a fright. He messaged me straight away. Are you on Jay's phone? I said, yeah, we've just signed into Snapchat. Well, when was this? When did this conversation happen? I want to know. When did it happen? So the message was obviously just flying around. And what are you talking about, woman? So, and this is all in speech marks, which means that she must have been saying it, yeah? So then she says, he said, I've just got a message that's just come through from Jay. The last message he sent, he said, listen, I'm not going to make it. It's kind of like he knew he just wasn't going to make it. I mean, guys, is this making sense to you? Is it? Anyway, yeah, I was going to say something here. This message, right, is not going to make it. Was this after Jay thought it was highly amusing that he was lost and walking over pebbles? Do you remember that? Remember when he was talking to that journalist on TV and he said, oh yeah, no, I don't think anything was up because he was in good spirits. So when was he in good spirits? Because yeah.
On the phone and he goes, I'm not walking down over on that road. And he's gone over a little bit, like a little, not a big drop, just a little tiny little drop. He's going down there. He goes, I'll ring you back. Because I think someone else was ringing him. And he probably, if thinking like me, he would have went back up and started walking around the path again. He wouldn't have gone all that way down there.
So you said that you could see his feet and he was actually sort of sliding down the hill. Like you could hear the rocks.
Yeah, that's how I knew he went off the road.
Now we've learned, what, 4, 5 months later on, this is all a load of tosh. This guy was just like reading off a script. We know that. So he went off the road. Jeez Louise. Anyway, let's carry on.
Because you could hear, like, when you walk on gravel or whatever it is, you can, you know what I mean, it's storms.
Were you concerned at that point?
And not at the time, no, because we were both like laughing about it. He said, "Look where I am." Like, I just come out of a festival myself because
Right, I'm done listening to that pack of lies. Okay, as usual, guys, just write down in the comments below what you think, because yeah. So then it says Jay's phone is believed to have run out of charge when his call to friend Lucy Law ended at 8:50. The documentary plays the desperate 999 call she made to Spanish police, where she tells them Jay said he is going... What? Jay said he is going to die up there. Have we seen that message? Has anyone seen it? Duncan, have you seen that message? I have not seen that message. I think I'm going to die up here. This is just hearsay from Lucy Law. Oh, Lucy Lockett. Isn't it? So, okay. Yeah, you carry on, Evening News, because you're so good at this. So, yeah, so she phoned the police. It was a frantic 999 call. But hang on a minute. She didn't ring them straight away, did she? No, I don't think she did. All right, okay, whatever. And I don't know if something happened and I was telling him, you need to go back to your friends and tell them to drive you back down. Oh, is that what Lucy's supposed to have said? And then he said, no, I can't. But I don't know why that was. Oh, I don't know why it was either. Maybe you should have asked him, Lucy. Maybe you should have said, but why, Jay? Are they causing you any harm? Are they threatening harm to you? I mean, yeah, all right. The police then ask for the friend's name and Lucy tells them, oh, God. Yeah, all right. The audio from the call with the police has never been heard before and sheds new light on the events on June the 17th. Does it really, Manchester Evening News? Does it? How does it shed new light on it? How? I'm interested. Anyway, and that's all they've got to say really about it. They're just saying that the documentary, the disappearance of Jay SLATER will appear next weekend. And it's a never been seen CCTV I've got a spider running down my screen, so I'm just looking to see if you can see it. It's only one of those pathetic little things. Yeah, so that's all the evening news I've got to say about it. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. And then they just prattle on about how wonderful they are and that they cover all these cases. Yeah, all right. Yeah, we've seen it. All right. We've seen what you do. And, yeah. Yes. Well, I've been on way too long. Why can't I get rid of this? Just get off. Right, I'm back. So, I need to ask you, how you are. Are you okay? We're at the end of summer now. I had a good summer. I've been really busy. I've been creative. And yeah, I'm just out and about. Busy, busy, busy. I hope your summer has been lovely. And let's look forward to getting all cozy in the autumn months. I quite like that as well, actually. It's quite nice, isn't it? But anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to say thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope my rambling hasn't got right on your nerves. And if it has, sorry, laters. Anyway, I'm wishing you all well. I've started loading videos up on my Jan's Views on Crime video channel, but because I've started with Jay Slater on here, I think I need to sort of, you know, complete the things here. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm distracted. I'm reading the news. Look, this is what I'm reading. This is what I'm so easily distracted. Right, okay, that something does come up about Jay Slater here. Let's just see. What a load of garbage. Okay, Jay Slater autopsy revealed sinister detail that shut down cruel rumours. Did it really? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to have to get rid of that because I'm not even going to be able to finish this video properly. So anyway, yeah, so please check out my Jan's Views on Crime channel. I'm going to start uploading. I'm going to be talking about other videos as well. But I think what I might do is keep doing the Twitter over on this channel because I quite enjoy doing that. Seeing what people are saying about different things, not only about crime, but just about, you know, topical things. Let me know if you like that idea, and then I'm going to move most of the crime over to my Jan's Views on Crime channel. In the meantime, guys, take care of yourselves. Be careful out there, because trust me, it's a rotten old world. So until the next time, bye-bye for now.